Denver Broncos Mile High View, no commercials, no bullshit. Colby, I want to apologize to you because I got to go on a slight rant here. And I don't like being here and having to say, "We told you so." That's not really what I wanted today. But this is directed to John Elway. You couldn't help yourself, could you? You just couldn't help yourself. When everybody knew the game plan for what the game plan should have been, everybody, not just us, but a lot of people knew is, play teddy ball and run the football. But no, you wanted to show us is what you wanted. You wanted to show us we were wrong. You wanted to show that these idiots who come here, who are basically knuckle-dragging morons, and want to say it's bombs away Teddy, okay? And this man right here, give him credit because I was starting to actually believe the offensive line was something, and this is the man that said, "Whoa, man, wait." And man, was he right in spades. And don't tell me if the other two guards were going to be in that this was going to be different, because we saw this last year. 6 years this has been going on. Now you want to kill another quarterback, I know, because you think in your little weasel brain of yours that you're going to get Aaron Rodgers, but you haven't spent nothing but PR and bull crap paying John Clayton to write that the offensive line is like one of the best in the AFC. That's already been proven wrong. Oh, but the two guards were gone. This happened last year with those two guards. Same thing. There's no different. You really think Aaron Rodgers wants to come to a team that you don't really care about the lines? How about this? Is it possible? Is it just possible? Is it just possible we can get rid of Elway? Let Mike Munchak, okay, and Vic Fangio use those picks that John Elway uses to start building these lines. Can we just ask that? That's all. I really ask. I'm so tired of this, and I don't want to hear about the quarterback. I do not want to hear about the quarterbacks. I mean, this is something that's been going on. This is the thing too, Colby. 98% of the fan base are suckers. You all were suckers. We had the watchmen on the tower saying, we're coming to an ice field. You wanted to party your ass down below deck. Exactly. With the disco ball, everything. Don't listen to those guys. Don't listen to those. Oh no. Now you're wondering, how could this possibly be? How could in the world could this have happened? I'm just so done with it. I'm so done being right all the time. I really am. You realize, Colby, that I was the only person bringing up the passing. Everybody's talking about, the running of Jackson, the running. I said, this is the team. This is because I saw it with the Detroit Lions. Had they not dropped those balls, and they even got themselves in trouble in this game. If they'd not little hands to the face, it would have been 24-7. And then I think, like you said, there would have been a 30 burger at the end of the day on this one. And here's the other thing too. That team has 14 players on IR, 14 of them. I don't want to hear excuses. I'm done with the excuses by you people. And I don't want to hear about quarterbacks. You better start looking at the lines, because you ain't getting Aaron Rodgers. He ain't going to come to this team because there's no offensive line, which we beat to the ground. We beat it to the ground. Okay, so that's not going to happen. So, I don't want to. I just am done with it. And how right? I mean, how much right can we be? And do you really think now? I was listening to dumbass D-Mac and the other shit clown talking about this morning, Evans talking about, oh, the Ravens, they're going to overlook. They're going to overlook. You know, that's what you want. If you want excuses, you go somewhere else, and they can just keep feeding you bullshit because that's what you want. You know, we've been trying to explain this to you. You wouldn't have been so surprised if you'd actually gave us a chance. So, and there's one other thing. These two idiots are saying the Broncos are gonna go in and show Pittsburgh. They're gonna go in and they're gonna show Pittsburgh. They said that before the game. The 4-0 Broncos were gonna go in there and show Pittsburgh. I don't know about that. What do you think out there, audience? 98% of you, are you gonna go back down and party now? Are you guys going to actually take a look at this team and break it apart? And don't, again, the way I see it is Elway's going to get another quarterback kill. Mm-hmm. And he thinks, well, that's okay because we'll just put all this stuff out for Aaron Rodgers. But why would Aaron Rodgers want to be on this team? Why would he want to be behind that offensive line? Why would he want to play for Elway and Shermer? Just ask yourself that question. All right, I'm done with my rant. Go ahead.
I got a rant of my own, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm tired of this team. For 6 years, we have comments that come on this channel and say how wrong we are and how much of a suckers we are. And how much that we don't know film and how much we don't know what we're talking about.
Delusion.
And I was the person that was screaming off the rooftops with both of these freaking lines, ladies and gentlemen. Both of these lines. Who was the man that said, circle this game on the motherfucking schedule? Sorry for my French. And who said that Teddy Bridgewater was going to get hurt? This man right here. And look what happened. They abandoned the run that we both predicted in the game. What did we say in the pregame video? Run the ball, because they had success running the ball. But look what happened when Pat Shermer got his freaking way.
Elway too. Elway too.
Elway too. I am sick and tired of being right all the time, ladies and gentlemen. I am sick and tired of it. Super Mario, Wavy Kids. I'm calling out a few names here because I am sick and tired of coming up on here and providing you guys the rooftops of yelling, saying that you think that these 3 weeks is going to make a difference when you go against a real team in the Baltimore Ravens, who have 14 guys on the injured reserve and kicked the living shit out of the Denver Broncos today. They didn't do anything to help Drew Lock. They didn't do anything to help Teddy Bridgewater. You got to be freaking kidding me. And again, and once again, Justin Simmons. You guys want to sit up there and say that this guy is a top 3 safety in the freaking league. You know that bombs away to Marquise Brown, that touchdown to Marquise Brown. Who got turned around on that play? Oh, Justin Simmons, who got beat time and time again by Mark Andrews, who I was bringing up in the pregame saying that this guy's going to be a mismatch problem. Oh, that's right. And again, who also said that they were going to attack Justin Simmons in this game? This man right here. So before you come on this comment section and attack us for being right, go drink your freaking Kool-Aid. It's not the Super Bowl. This team is nowhere close to a Super Bowl, and you guys got suckered once again. This has been going on for 6 years now. John Elway, I'm sick of you. Get out of the freaking Broncos organization. You don't even deserve to have the title you have right now, buddy.
Yeah, and I want to expand on this Elway rant. And Mr. Elway, I'm pointing my finger right at you because somebody's got to do it. Somebody has to do it. This game really came down to player personnel. And right from the bottom of the 53 to the top of the 53. And how to develop player personnel, not getting Band-Aids names, ahoy, and thinking that you're gonna somehow beat these organizations that know how to actually build an organization. No, and all you sports talk radio people out there that want an owner who can make shopping malls, who can create
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, who can create. You don't care about a winning franchise. This channel is a bowling-based. We believe in the basics that bowling gave this team. The franchise model. Bowling didn't care about shopping malls and
Nope.
and stadiums and stuff like this. He wanted a Super Bowl, always a Super Bowl contending. And people, 98% of you, you're going so far away off of what the success of this team was. So you look at us like we're some sort. We got three heads. We're speaking Martian or whatever it is, because you just don't get it. You just don't get why we are the way we are, because we don't tolerate this. Bolin would never tolerate this. Beth Bolin Walls does have that right. Her father never would have tolerated this. Elway would have been so out the door. It'd have been anybody but Elway for sure. So this is, again, when I go back to what I originally said, is that this came down to how two teams were built from the ground up. That's really what it came down to. Everybody said, "Oh, Jackson's going to beat you with his legs and stuff." I said, "No, I said, pass on this team, pass on this team, pass." And I gave you the areas. Because this is the thing. Elway, you guys at Dove Valley, you must really believe your own bullshit. I understand you bought this PR so you could get people to sit in the stands. I mean, I get that. But when you yourself start believing it, there's definitely problems at Dove Valley.
There's a problem with this fan base.
They don't know how lucky. They really don't know how lucky they had it with Bolin.
Fan base is one of the most toxic fan bases in the National Football League, and currently in this decade. You guys are one of the most toxic organizations I've ever came up. You guys are the old ass Raiders.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling you. I've been saying that.
Suckered. You guys have been spoiled. Not spoiled. You guys have been suckered into something that me and you have been saying ever since I got on this channel with you. You longer before me have been screaming off the motherfucking rooftops. Again, sorry for my French. Saying that this team is a freaking paper thin franchise. It's a hype machine. I've been telling you this since week 1 this offseason. Everybody says, "Oh, I don't do film review." You don't do film review. Our film review isn't top notch. But you know what we believe in? We believe in the basics and fundamentals of a freaking football team. We believe in player personnel. We believe in the scouting department. We believe in an offensive defensive line. Again, going back to this game, where was Draymond Jones and Shelby Harris? When you guys love that Draymond Jones dude. You guys love him. And I told you guys again, out of that one play that he stopped the running back on, he was non-existent again in the game. What did I say about the interior of the offensive line for the Ravens? They're one of the top-notch offensive lines in this game. And they didn't even have their freaking left tackle. Even when Andre Villanueva went out, they were still able to stop the pass rush for the Denver Broncos. I don't want to hear it. Von Miller, you want to talk about Von Miller because they're going to blame Von Miller in this game. Von Miller has no emotion on this team. He is gone after this year. I'm putting the book on it. He's gone. He's putting his tape out for 31 other teams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, Elway would probably get rid of him.
It's over.
Elway would get rid of him Elway would get rid of him anyway.
Yeah, and that's another thing. All the good players that we've gotten rid of, a Malik Jackson, a Danny Trevathan, Annie Janovich, Chris Harris. I cannot believe Patrick Surtain struggled in this game. I told you. Who did the Ravens put on Patrick Surtain? Oh, yeah, that's right. Sammy Watkins, who I predicted in the post-game video, in the pregame. That's what happened, ladies and gentlemen, and Kyle Fuller sucked.
But we don't know what we're talking about. Yeah. No, go listen to all those people that you said, yeah. Go listen to them.
You guys aren't, all you other platforms out there and the online platforms, you guys are not addressing the bigger issue that is going on. You guys want to blame Vic Fangio. You guys want to blame Mike Munchak. They're already starting to do it. You were right on that. You guys can't blame the bigger issue that's going on in this freaking organization. That's John Elway. John Elway, I'm calling you out. You are the most pathetic GM I've ever laid eyes on.
No, he needs to go.
You are a toxic cancer to that organization.
Yeah, he absolutely needs to go. This is a direct result of not taking care of using those top picks to take care of these lines, to get these lines top notch.
You know how much I'm sweating? Garrett Bowles. Garrett Bowles, a guy that you guys paid top 5 left tackle money, struggled once again. He's exposed for the player he is. He is an average to above average player. And you cannot sit there and tell me that this guy's a top 5 left tackle when you could have got Rashawn Slater with the 9th pick in this draft who could have helped that offensive line. But no, you have to think
I thought about that. I could not stop thinking about that all day today. I could not stop thinking about that. You're just ahead in the dark. You're just ahead in the dark.
That's what we've come to.
And you know what? This is the thing. These idiots will look at Abear and worship him and not realize how the Chargers put the people in front of him, and same with like Mahomes putting the people in. You know, this is the thing.
Lamar Jackson.
This. Oh, well, Cecil Lammey said this is the worst offensive line out there for the Ravens.
Cecil Lammey, you are an idiot. I don't want to hear anything that comes from your mouth. You are just John Elway's bitch.
You did predict a Ravens victory, though. But anyway, so tell me, I'm sorry. Oh, yes. I was going to say, I heard on the radio, Bowles mentioned quite a few times. I heard also Massey was mentioned too.
Bobby Massey struggled.
So if these two are struggling, just as do you really think that if Reisner was in there and the other guard,
who's never healthy,
do you really honestly think anything would have been different? Do you honestly think that? If you do, you haven't been paying attention. You have not been paying attention. So okay, so much for the rant. It just see people. We knew this was coming. And it's just like, it's like watching someone you like.
Yeah.
Crash the car. You see it coming. You try. There's nothing you can do. Anyway, it's frustrating. Yeah. So go through your game notes. I want to know I just want to know. Yeah. Just give me the bullet points on the.
Teddy Bridgewater. If you ever watch this Teddy Bridgewater, I'm so sorry that you're in an organization that doesn't value you. They don't value you, dude. I don't care what STR has to say about Teddy Bridgewater. They got you killed in this game. I don't care what you have to say about it. Pat Shurmur, you are one of the worst offensive coordinators in this league right now because you can't put plays that fit your players' strengths. You couldn't run the fucking ball that we were saying in the pregame. Javonte freaking Williams, you got away from that was working. You got away that, and that's again, we don't have an identity on this offense.
There you go.
You got away what worked best. And Javonte Williams had one hell of a game. He has proven me wrong each and every week. That dude was running hard. There's a play where it took 7 players to bring him down, and he had a hot hand. I think he could have had a big day today. But what did Pat Shurmur do? Go to his 3 wide receiver sets like he always does in these big games. He gets away from what works.
Is anybody out there at all blaming Shurmur for any of this? Anybody? No. My God. Oh, God. On the radio at KOA, they didn't say Shurmur, but they were like, we sure don't understand why you are the one really pounding the table the most about this, that Shurmur can't help himself. And I'm telling you, Elway it's the glove of Shurmur. And I'm telling you, it's both of them.
I know. They
can't help themselves. Okay, so they got away from a game plan that works and went into stupid Mario, what's his fuck, right?
Yeah.
Bombs away Teddy, and then everything just imploded from there.
It collapsed. Teddy Bridgewater was getting hit after hit, and I said, this guy's going to get hurt in this game.
Yeah, I was going to say the Panthers didn't even get Teddy Bridgewater a concussion. Only Shurmur could pull that off.
Yeah, only Shurmur can pull that off. This team, on offense today was complete dog shit outside of Javonte Williams. That's it. Javonte Williams, I'm going to continue to say it. I'm probably going to be wrong about the pick, but damn, this guy runs hard. This guy, he was running in between tackles at will. He was doing the best he can, busting his ass, and you can't stick to that dude. You just cannot help yourself, Pat Shurmur and John Elway. You cannot help yourself.
Well, now I know what Lindsey was laughing at. He wasn't laughing at Williams. He was laughing at what Williams was going to have to go, what he was getting into.
Yes.
That's what he was laughing at.
And
we thought he was laughing at the pick.
You know what? I'm gonna call out all the other online platforms in STR. You said that Pat Shurmur coming in the year got so innovative. What happened today against a Super Bowl caliber team with 14 guys out? 14? And you still got your asses kicked. Oh, man.
This game, what it seemed like to me is that had this team been healthy, let's go both ways. If both teams would have been healthy, we would have got slaughtered.
Oh, I believe
slaughtered.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I want to hear the excuses that we had these players out, and they're already starting to do it, and they're already starting to blame Vic Fangio. Don't dare blame Vic Fangio. Don't you do it.
Well, I want to go back to blaming Munchak. You tell these morons out there, the morons, you tell them that before you can blame him, why didn't Elway get him Slater? Why doesn't he get the picks he needs to build this team? He doesn't get the picks to build the and neither does Fangio. Where is the Cleo Max? Where is that push up the middle? Where is he able to get that? Elway isn't giving him that.
Of course he's not. Of course he's not. This offensive game plan today by Pat Shurmur shows why John Elway and Pat Shurmur they are cancers to this organization. Pat Shurmur, I never liked the hire. I never liked it. I said it was a dog shit hire. You're copying the Chiefs. That's basically what they did today. They were a poor man's Chiefs again. 20 plus yards. The STR platform that said that, we never said that, yet we caught your asses on it. Get out of here. Pat Shurmur went back to his same old bullshit. His 3 wide receiver sets got away what was working with Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon. Oh my God, this was what we predicted. We were right once.
I know that, and they really hate us when we're right.
Oh yeah, we'll probably get more views for this.
Now, I don't know about that, but they believe me, they want to slink away. That's what they do. They melt or slink away.
Yeah, I know.
They always do. And you know, I had a feeling we were getting a rise in some subscriptions because I had a feeling that people were getting on there just to tell us how wrong we were. And I guarantee you ain't going to be hearing from them.
Nope, you won't be. Because go ahead. Sorry.
But so I came up with attack. Mine was pass oriented. Nobody saw this except me. When I looked at that tape with the Detroit Lions. And you could even go back and talk about the Detroit. Remember, we said we could go back and talk about the Detroit Lions. What they're doing, the Detroit Lions made it a game. You can laugh at the Detroit Lions, but you looked a whole lot worse, Broncos, than the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, you were worse than the Detroit Lions.
You looked a lot worse.
You looked a lot worse. Your offensive line isn't up to the level of the Detroit Lions.
No, not even.
Nope.
Go back and look at the tape. Go back and look at the tape. Stop fooling yourself and actually look at tape.
Yep. They won't.
So I came up with an attack plan. I said attack Justin Simmons. I said attack the linebacking core.
That happened again.
And Fuller over the top.
Yep.
And how accurate was that?
You're pretty accurate.
Yeah, because guess what? We watch film. So
yeah.
Here's a news flash. So do the other teams. And then if I'm seeing, this is why I say I don't know why Dub Valley, if you're buying your own bullshit. If I'm seeing this, everybody else is seeing it. When Bronco fans that come here, they want to be in the party down below deck. Yeah, we beat 3 cellar dwellers.
We're going
to the Super Bowl.
You guys are saying that crap?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, they're a bunch of suckers. That's what a definition of a sucker is. You know, don't it's a microcosmic of the society. It's bad. It's bad. I don't want to hear it's bad. It's bad. I can't. You know, it's like an alcoholic. Don't ever tell him that he's an alcoholic. But
I also want to bring up something about the offense, because this is Cortland Sutton. Cortland Sutton, dude, I love you as a player. But, dude, stop stopping on your routes. Again with the freaking receivers. This is becoming an issue over the past 2 years with this team. Their receivers stop on routes. It's just the reality of the situation. I saw it again today. Cortland Sutton stopped on route, caused a 3rd and long. That would have been a first down. I have it right here in my first half notes. I don't have our second half notes because it was the same old crap on offense. This offensive game plan was something that we saw like the Bills last year, the Raiders last year in Las Vegas, stuff like that. And Drew Lock, for all the people that are going to, oh, well, Drew Lock didn't do any better. Dude, when he's getting sacked on his first drop back, that should tell you something. They did nothing. And you're going to be pissed off. I'm going to tell this man, when he does his film review, you are going to see when they're doing those bootleg, the free runners. Oh my God, they were more. It
sounded like a turnstile to me. The whole thing sounded like a turnstile.
No, when you watch the film, you will see. Just watching Locke and Bridgewater doing those rollouts, the free runners and them getting hit was more than I've ever seen before from Pat Shurmur. It was unbelievable.
Everybody was off assignment, correct? Right across the line.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Yeah, and you know, and again, don't blame Mike Munchak when he's not given a Slater to draft. No, you wanted to get Surtain, Elway. You wanted to get Chubb, right? You wanted to get Chubb.
Couldn't get Clinton Nelson.
No. This has just gone on too long. It's a player personnel. This isn't a coach. The same with the special teams. This isn't a coach issue. This is a player personnel issue. And I think that's when I post this, I'm going to probably, post that the Ravens blast the Broncos Kool-Aid wagon, out of the sky, the Kool-Aid rocket. And but I'm gonna say that this is all about player personnel, more so, other than Shurmur and Elway together. It's, I told you, it's a self-fulfilled prophecy. I heard that Bridgewater threw a floater and it hit Smith in the back, their DB, right in the back.
Because on a 10-yard out route.
On a 10-yard route.
Now 10 yards.
I didn't know how far. I thought, well, why didn't this DB take a little? But I guess you didn't expect to get. But but again, Teddy probably had to throw the ball as fast as he could because it was. Yeah, what happened to the Pittsburgh game or in the Tampa game last year? Did it look like basically a carbon copy of that?
It was basically a carbon copy. Yeah, I could say the Steelers game last year.
Exactly. So I almost want to throw in a little of that footage and say, don't blame Munchak. This offensive line has not been properly addressed by the man upstairs to get those first round picks like Slater, like you said, let me guess, he's playing lights out there?
Yeah, who's playing lights out, and we have to baby Garrett Bowles, who sucks. I'm done on Garrett Bowles. I've been out on him since we drafted him. I
heard he got schooled.
He got abused in this game. Abused. And Rashawn Slater's a rookie and he's playing better than him. This is ridiculous. And I'm only talking about the offense. Wait till we get into the defense. Because I don't want to hear people blame Vic Fangio. I don't want to hear it.
He doesn't have the player personnel. We told you that Simmons isn't anything.
Alexander Johnson isn't shit.
Yeah, I heard.
He got
stop
turned
the
around.
run. Stopping the run. It sounded like it went right, but
what did we say going into the season? Everything is predicated in the middle of the field.
yeah.
Everything is predicated in the middle. Of Von Miller is non-existent because he's on an island out there.
Yep.
Two defensive interior pieces are bottom dwellers. Shelby Harris is overpaid. Draymond Jones is overhyped.
Overrated. Yeah, absolutely.
Malik Reed wasn't. He was good on stopping the run. That's the things I could see. That's all he could do.
Well, there's no interior. That's the problem.
There's pass rush.
There is no interior, and I knew that. That's why I'm telling you. I said you got to throw the ball against this team. And you know what? I want to say something to Mr. Elway. You gave us a whole line of shit saying that this is that's the best. We got best corners. This defense is it. I say that's hogwash. Just throw the ball. Just throw the ball on this team. Just throw the ball on this team. For that quarterback and those receivers. Just throw the ball on this team. You'll see. It's all a paper tiger. It's bullshit.
Yeah, Patrick Surtain got exposed because I said that they were going to put Sammy Watkins on him. They exposed his ass.
And no, we don't know what we're talking about. Jesus Christ, you people are so stupid.
Yeah. Kyle Fuller got exposed again for the fourth straight week. This guy has been a terrible signing, Kyle Fuller. I don't care what people have to say about this. This guy sucks. Justin Simmons is not a top 10 safety in this league. He's not. I could probably put out tape of 10 other safeties that have better instinctual ability and better makeup speed ability than Justin Simmons. They were putting Mark Andrews on his ass all day long.
I told you you gotta go
right here said, and you guys want to sit here and say that we don't know what we're talking about. We can't. Our film study sucks. Yet we still provide film, and we still predicted that they were going to attack Justin Simmons. And this guy said it. They did it right out of the gate, attacking his ass.
Yes.
Justin Simmons, overhyped PR machine by Elway, and they tried to protect his ass in this game. I saw it again. They couldn't get away with it because they were passing at will on this defense that this guy predicted right here.
Well, I said that had to be the game. I mean, I would, yes. And any team that can throw the rock, they're gonna, they're not gonna worry about a pass rush because they don't have the player personnel to do it. Bottom line. So they're gonna get picked apart. I don't care how good. I don't care if Deion Sanders is back there. When you have a front that's this bad, and you know what, I almost want to go back to my Draymond Jones and really troll those morons and say, now that you look like a complete moron and you're an idiot and you obviously don't know what you're talking about. Say it again.
Comparing him to Aaron Donald.
Yeah, they're idiots. What they, again, and I've brought this up so many times, they spend too much time. They spend too much time at the pep rally. And remember, like you went somewhere and said something, and they were like, what? I think to Rory Rourke's film. What?
Yeah. Chad Stearns, the rookie, was more impressive than Justin Simmons in this game. And you guys want to sit up there and just continue to shove it to me saying that Justin Simmons is a top 5 safety.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That they can believe their fairy tale. That's fine. They can believe their fairy tale. That's the problem. You are right. They are toxic.
They are. This fan base, 98% of them, the people that actually give a shit about, I guarantee you, the other percent of people that know what we're talking about aren't surprised about this.
Of course they are. Our core audience, that just shows you the demographic, though. Our core audience understands it. They get it. But that's a small percentage because it's all feel good for the rest of them.
You know what? Something that this needs to be brought up more. STR is so toxic because of freaking Elway. Elway, you love that PR shit. You want to get Aaron Rodgers in here. You want Aaron Rodgers, and you proved once again that you don't care if Teddy Bridgewater's back there, Drew Lock's back there, Joe Flacco, Case Keenum, Trevor Siemian, Paxton Lynch, all the quarterbacks that you have gone out there. Oh, yeah, we'll just get a new quarterback next year. I guarantee you, Teddy Bridgewater, if you ever watch this, John Elway and this organization doesn't give a shit. And this fan base will turn on you just like that. This whole entire organization and 98% of the fan base doesn't give a shit that you're the starting quarterback for the Denver Broncos. They don't.
Because all they are, you're just a stepping stone to what they think of Aaron Rodgers.
Again, I was listening to some of the online platforms and STR, the fan crap. They were saying, well, if only we had Aaron Rodgers in this game.
Oh, yeah. Well, just think, Aaron Rodgers actually may want to go to a team that has an offensive line. Just maybe. Just I don't know. Just maybe.
You think
because you obviously don't have one, Denver. You don't have an offensive line.
A bottom five. You have 2 bottom 5 units in the National Football League on both offensive line and defensive line.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Your linebacking core is crap. Alexander Johnson, comparing him to Al Wilson, saying that he's the next great linebacker for the Denver Broncos a year ago, that's hogwash. Alexander Johnson against the run, against a blitzing team, he would be fantastic. But this isn't a fucking blitzing team. This is a zone-oriented defense that gets pressure from the 7. And they back everybody back. Why do you think they had a Roquan Smith and Danny Trevathan in frickin' Chicago? Do you get it now? Do you get it now? Why we don't have the player personnel like Chicago now? Do you get it now? Do you get it now?
They don't get. I'm partying. I'm just 3 wins against 2 cellar dwellers.
I'm sitting up here reading the comments on these other online platforms. Oh yeah, we're only 3-1. Nothing to get concerned about. We're going against.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're going against Pittsburgh next week, and everything is going to be okay. They're probably going to drop that game, and they're probably going to drop the Raiders game.
But it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Yeah, you think it's like we should. I think when I play the videotape, when I have like a music intro, I'm gonna have to play the Titanic. I'm gonna have to play the theme song from the Titanic because don't worry about the deck. Oh, just worry about the deck chairs. Don't worry about that hole on the side of the ship. Just worry about the deck chairs.
This team.
Oh God.
This team is the worst team in the National Football League. They are a joke. Every time, and what did I say? What did I freaking say for 3 weeks? What did I say the prediction was when they went in the halftime 14-7, 17-7? What are they going to do when they come out of that locker room? Are they going to put their tail between their legs? Or are they going to come out fighting? Are they going to come up with changes schematically? Or are they going to come up with changes in different ways? And what did Pat Shurmur and John Elway do? They came out with the 3 wide receiver sets. So don't sit here and tell me it's all Vic Fangio's fault, because Vic Fangio is working with dog shit. He's working with dog shit. If we didn't have fucking Vic Fangio on this team, we would be terrible.
Oh, I'm waiting for that too. Yeah. Bring Aaron Rodgers in. Fire Vic Fangio. Keep Shurmur. Yeah. I just can't. I mean, Aaron Rodgers would have to be the dumbest person, literally, on the planet to want to come here.
We got exposed again. We got exposed, like me and you predicted. Like, who was, again, I'm going to continue to give you praise. This man, before anybody, even before me, set up here and said, circle the Ravens and Steelers game on the fucking schedule. Sorry for my French. Oh man, Bronco fans are just, they're toxic.
D-Mac, I think, must have heard this too, because he said something about, for all you that wanted to circle this is before the game, we'll be 4-0. Don't worry about it. I'm like, okay.
D-Mac, let me just say this. Go back to baseball.
Yeah,
You
go
don't know
back.
what I'm talking about when it comes to football, dude.
Yeah, no, not even none of them do. They take their talking points. It's a PR machine, and it's just too bad. It's really sad. And that's why I said I would have been nice to have been wrong. It would have been nice to have been wrong.
I heard today from an online platform saying that Teddy Bridgewater and Drew Lock didn't help out Pat Shurmur. You must be, I'm telling you, this is the level of stupidity that this team has gone to now.
I just wonder what's going to happen to these morons once they find out that Aaron Rodgers doesn't want anything to do with this organization.
He's not coming here.
You'd be an idiot. You'd be an idiot to do it.
That's you. Yeah, you must be a real. You must be suckered in to this team to sign here. I don't care. It doesn't have to be Aaron Rodgers. It can be any free agent out there. You must be suckered into coming into this organization, this toxic ass organization, from the guy who is the director of player personnel, 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 who didn't give George Payton anything to work with this offseason, who corners, 2015 defense reincarnate. And people were buying that crap. To all the people that said that this was a 2015 Denver Broncos defense, you guys are the true suckers. You guys are the true suckers. You guys go in your little honk clown car and continue to be suckered by Elway and John Clayton. John Clayton, you just got exposed. This isn't the best offensive line in the AFC West. Sorry, buddy.
No shit. Yeah, it's bad.
God,
it's bad. But they're gonna go. Don't worry. They'll go to Pittsburgh and show them. They'll show them the 4-0 Broncos. They'll show them
in Pittsburgh. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll see what happens because they have a lot of people injured on that team, and the Ravens got 14 injured, and they kicked their ass at home.
So, how did that Green Bay Steelers game go?
Green Bay won. I think it was like 27-17.
Oh, I see. I know Pittsburgh doesn't have the offensive. But 27, it sounds like their defense is suffering too.
Yeah.
Well, let's admit this. Green Bay's offensive line compared to Broncos' offensive line. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, Green Bay's offensive line is in another universe than ours. I mean, do you have? Let me ask you this, and I know we're crunching on time here. I just want to ask you a few questions. Yeah, we're going to go to Pittsburgh and show them. Yeah, you think Pittsburgh's going to be like, yeah, this defense is showing other teams that we need to fear them? This defensive line?
No.
They couldn't even get any pass rush on the Jaguars' offensive line.
And he had
all day.
He had a textbook pocket I'm telling you, dude. That's why I had to say something about the quarterback, because it was nauseating between an ineffective front seven and an ineffective quarter. I've never seen anything that bad in a long. I can't even remember anything that bad. That the quarterback was as bad as the ineffective. Rippon could have done better with the Jaguars than that guy. It just was. I couldn't take it, and I had to watch it. So all those people, they don't go through all that tape. They don't do that.
We're the only we're the only channel that provides that film, and that you bust your ass doing, and I bust my ass behind the scenes looking at other teams and seeing how they compare to us. And I bust my ass trying to tell you, to all the Kool-Aid drinkers, the honks, saying that, oh, yeah, when we face this offensive line with the Ravens, you really think that Draymond Jones and Shelby Harris are going to get that interior pass rush up the middle? With a straight face. Ladies and gentlemen, tell me with a straight face.
That's what Cecil Lammy was selling.
What that defensive line is better than okay. See, they're getting talking points from the Valley. They're toxic. It's Elway. He wants that. He wants his bitch explaining that shit to other people, saying that. Again, Draymond Jones and Shelby Harris. You think that the Steelers are feared about this defensive line? You think that the Raiders are feared? You thought the Ravens were feared? You think the Browns are going to be feared? When we go on a short week on Thursday Night Football in front of the nation, you think today's bad? Wait till the Browns game in front of millions of people on Thursday Night Football. When we get
they're not as banged up.
The Browns?
Yeah, they're not as banged up, right?
No, and they have an offensive line that they finally put together there in Cleveland, and they got their shit together.
They figured it out.
They figured it out, just like the Buccaneers did, the Patriots have done over the past 20, 30 years. The Ravens now doing. This is what we're subject to now. Mediocrity and bullshit. Not even mediocrity. We're a bottom dweller.
Well, not quite. We beat the cellar dwellers. We're still in the basement though. You got the cellar, then the basement, and then
okay. I'm sorry. Let me take a step back and say, player personnel wise, we're a bottom dweller.
All right. So what else in the game? What's going on? Let's go through your notes quick.
Mark Andrews again exposed our soft and middle coverage that we've had for the past 5-6 years. For all the people that want to give crap to Quentin Miners, I think he was our best offensive lineman in this game. Outside of that penalty, I think he played one hell of a game. You clearly see the difference when they run the football behind Miners and Moody.
That's what it sounded like. That's what it sounded like.
But they didn't give the running game enough time to, show what they could do because, Shermer's an idiot and so is Elway.
There are people out there baffled about that. But we said that you in particular, this person, he said Shermer can't help himself and that he's going to go back to his old ways.
Yeah, I don't trust him. Never did. Garrett Bowles was a sore eye again for the second week in a row, getting abused. Justin Simmons, I can't say enough about this guy. I've never seen a guy. We thought Garrett Bowles was protected. I've never seen a guy so protected on a team than Justin Simmons. This guy is one of the most protected players in the National Football League.
I definitely believe that. I mean, looking at the film, you think that maybe it's getting out there because remember I was really critical on him, and the last week with the Jets, he really actually tried.
Last year, I got so much of that shit saying that this guy wasn't a top 5 safety. You provided the film saying that where is this guy? This guy's protected as all hell. I was saying that this guy is not a top 5 safety. I've never seen the ability in him to be a top 5 safety. You have Chuck Clark with the Ravens, who's a better safety than he is. Got a better game than he is. Patrick Queen, a guy that I wanted in the draft from LSU, from the Ravens, played an outstanding game. Just saying, Calais Campbell, he's past his prime. Our offensive line is going to eat him up. Yeah, okay. He was sure disruptive in this game.
I know that Jackson, our other safety, Jackson, that he got burned a little bit, but he did more than Justin Simmons.
Yeah, I would say that he was in a lot more plays than Justin Simmons. I think that they both.
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that. But they both got exposed in the passing game. But that's what Baltimore did exactly what you predicted. They attacked all 3 levels of that defense. The running game. I'll say this about the Broncos defense and about the Ravens offense running football. People like to say, stopping them, when they get 2nd and 5, that's a good stop. I don't believe that. I don't believe if the running back gets 5 yards, I think that's a win for the.
Only in Denver would they say that.
Yeah, I think that Baltimore came in with the game plan, that they executed that game plan, and I think they punched us in the face, and we didn't respond. We put our tails between our legs, realized that we were facing a better team, and we got our asses kicked.
Well, then you got a mastermind there, two of them. You know, they ever since we exposed Elway, looking at the play-by-play, they don't show. He doesn't want that to be shown that anymore. That play-by-play. So I'm sure that the hotline to Shermer is there. This is the way I want to play. I'm sure that
20+ yards, and that was exactly the game plan today. 20+ yards.
And you don't have that quarterback. That's not the quarterback.
No, that's not what Locke and Bridgewater are.
Well, not in this particular offense, but
Locke better in a Kyle Shanahan West Coast 3 tight end sets. They're both the same. They're both the same players in terms of what fits their skill set.
But if you kill both of those quarterbacks, what's the takeaway? What does John Elway think the takeaway is if you expose Bridgewater?
Like you predict, okay. I can answer that question by one thing: Aaron Rodgers. What did you say specifically for the past 3 weeks?
I said it's a self-fulfilled prophecy.
Yes, Elway's going to use the excuse saying that, oh, yeah, you can get us to 8 to 9 wins against the bad teams in the National Football League. But against the good teams, no, we need Aaron Rodgers for that.
Yeah, and you're hearing that, right? Didn't I predict that when they signed Aaron Rodgers, or when they signed Teddy Bridgewater? I predicted this in the preseason. Before the preseason, I predicted this.
Yep.
I know how this John Elway run organization is. I know how they think. I know how they work. I know their end game.
Can I ask you this real quick? What do you think Pat Bowlen would think right now?
He'd fire Elway.
Oh, he would fire his ass.
He would have long fired him. He would have been long fired.
The man, I cannot believe he's gotten away with all the shit that he's gotten away with. John Elway, you are the most lucky person on the face of the earth when it comes to the Broncos organization, because the things you've gotten away with over the past 5-6 years would have not been tolerated under a Pat Bowlen ownership. You are a toxic person, John Elway.
No.
I have to say that. You are a toxic general manager, John Elway. A toxic general manager.
What John Elway's doing here could never happen on any of the other 31. It just wouldn't happen.
No, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't happen. Like I said, not even Bill Belichick could become what John Elway is and say that I don't exist anymore. I don't. Yeah, put out the talking point. I don't exist anymore. Nobody would believe it. As long as Bill Belichick was in the building, there's nobody that would believe that he isn't influencing. And even Elway, I mean, even the hints have come out that that Peyton's on a leash.
Shocker.
Handcuffed, these kind of things.
Yeah, got handcuffed in the draft. I guarantee you their first guy was Trey Lance. Their second guy was Patrick Surtain, because that's Elway. Elway can get the first pick, I guarantee you if we were a real organization, they would have got Slater or Collins. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. They would have got one of those.
Chubb.
Yeah, they would have got Quentin Nelson. They have gotten rid of so many good personnel players. They've got rid of players. They got rid of people like an Adam Peters, who I wanted to be the GM if Elway wasn't here. I wanted Adam Peters here because I know what type of general manager he is, and he knows how to build teams. He knows how to do it. George Payton, I believe in him. I do. But again, this comes back to the issue that we have continued to talk about on this channel, because you're not going to get this anywhere else.
No.
John Elway still exists in this organization, and everybody who says he doesn't exist, he doesn't exist. Go on Google, because everybody has it on their little. It's 2021 now. Go look up John Elway. Just look up his name, and you'll see it. Director of Player Personnel. I don't want to hear it from people that say he doesn't exist, because he clearly does exist with the performance. With the performance today, he clearly exists.
It's amazing. It's just truly amazing. It really is.
What any other thoughts from you? I want to hear, because you listened to the game.
Oh, I didn't. I only listened up to halftime, and then, like I said, I went into a room briefly where there was a monitor, and that's when I saw the touchdown by the Ravens. I got called back for a hands to the face, and it seemed to me that Broncos got extremely lucky with that, because it seemed like it was going to be a 30 burger, as you like to say.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of prevented that from happening. It seemed like they should have really got their ass kicked worse than the score.
Mm-hmm.
Was there any bright spots? Well, no. I mean, we got the running back. So outside the running back,
outside of Javonte Williams again, I feel like I'm gonna probably eat crow on this pick, just because of the sheer fact I'm seeing growth from him each and every week, and I'm seeing him continue to build his vision.
It's nice to see that there's at least somebody on that team that kind of gets something when they're up against so much. They're up against Shermer. They're up against Elway. That there's at least somebody trying on that team.
I think that's Curtis Modkins. You got to give a lot of respect to Curtis
Modkins. Well, I think Munchak, too.
I think Munchak, too. And another guy I'd probably say, and there's a few others. Brass Callahan had a good game today. Shocker. Everybody wants to get rid of him.
They want to get rid of him.
Yeah, I know. It's the stupidity of this fan base and organization.
Give Simmons all this money. But again, it goes back to what that former Bronco said about how Elway is running this organization. And, people are just shaking their heads. Why is this guy getting money? And these other players are showing the door.
Because Simmons is a good PR guy, and he's a guy that they can protect. We've seen it.
That's why I cannot see somebody like, if Rodgers would have to be an idiot to come here. I mean, a true blue idiot.
Oh, if I was Rodgers, if I had the mindset, I would be like, no, I'm going to New Orleans, because I know what they're doing down there. They have a damn good offensive line. I'm just saying that Colts, for example, stuff like that. I go to those type of teams, but I thought that what's his face, Noah Fant had a decent game today. He had an okay game.
And that was just it. It seemed like
Noah Fant never gets, and this is why I'm saying Rich Scangarillo again. Rich Scangarillo, the offense that we were running under Rich Scangarillo and Mike Munchak understood the importance of the three. I think this is something that we saw. Oh yeah, Mike Munchak, you can have the first 3 weeks, but Shermer and Elway, yeah, you can have the bigger games. Something like that where, we can run those 3 tight end sets, and that's what Rich Scangarillo and Mike Munchak understood when they drafted Noah Fant.
Yeah.
But forget that, Noah Fant would thrive probably on teams that run the type of system that Shanahan runs. Like
he's kind of screwed like Locke got. He got thrown into that screw job once they got rid of that system and brought Shermer in. You know what? This whole bringing Shermer in may become the biggest screw up that John Elway ended up doing to the team.
No, I disagree.
What's a bigger screw up?
Him prolonging the stupidity that he can forget about the 2 important positions. No, let me just say 3 things that you need to have on a team: offensive line, defensive line, and player personnel.
Player personnel development.
Yep, I think that's the biggest screw up of his GM career, and not giving him, and not
Well, I meant this was his latest gaffe. That's what I'm saying. His latest great mistake was bringing in.
Okay, latest. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Talking about overall, I think that him prolonging the stupidity and putting out STR bullshit, saying that this offensive line is one of the best in the AFC and AFC West. The defensive line, Draymond Jones, we're gonna promote this guy to be the next Aaron Donald and Grady Jarrett and DeForest Buckner and Fletcher Cox. And special teams is all right, or we're getting better in player personnel department. We're just getting absolutely better.
Wasn't there a big return or something?
Yeah, there's a pretty good return on the Ravens' part. And what did I say coming into this game? That the Ravens have a good, solid special teams unit? Just saying. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know.
Voice in the dark.
Voice in the dark. I thought Justin Sternad had a good game. That if you were talking about, I thought he had a good game today, Justin Sternad. I thought he had a better game than Alexander Johnson.
Yeah, he's kind of fish out of water too.
You didn't hear from him, and that's what I want to hear. If I want to hear, I don't want to hear from my linebackers unless it is something important like an interception. If you don't hear from them, that's a good thing. But if you're hearing from them constantly, like an offensive lineman, like an Alexander Johnson, you got a problem, in my personal opinion. You didn't hear much from Justin Sternad today, and that's probably because he was covering the field deep, the best he could.
Well, it's definitely going to be an interesting film to watch. God,
yeah,
I mean, this
you're
one.
You're gonna pull your hair out with this Shimmer free runners. There's a bunch of that. You're gonna pull your hair out. You're gonna be
bring it up, but like they say, don't pay attention to that film. Don't. Locke and Bridgewater, they didn't help Shimmer out.
I can't believe people are saying that crap. I cannot believe you people actually believe that.
Man, they're again. Remember, they swallowed a huge pill, a huge blue pill. They want to see reality from the part. They want to see it from the pep rally. And when reality crashes in, they have to come up with some sort of alternate universe reality just to, okay, I can see that. I can see, yes, just to help them cope.
I'm tired of being right.
I know.
This has been going on for 6 years, and we against lesser competition, we're running wrong in some aspects of the game. But when it comes to real competition, and we take a deeper dive, like me and you in the film, we are like 90% on the freaking money when it comes to these type of games because we know what we're going to expect.
Well, and then you get another thing is you get an organization like the Ravens who also are good at film study, and that's why what I was saying, I'm saying, he's got a bad back. You don't want to have him run too much. We should see a lot of passing. And
right.
And all they had to do is let's take a look at that Kansas City tape. Let's see how they succeed on this. Yeah. What is Kelsey? Who does Kelsey pick on the regular?
Simmons and Alexander Johnson.
Yeah. So there you go. There's that. And look at Fuller. He's been exposed. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll expose him too.
Yeah, we'll put Marquise Brown on the side of the field where Simmons and Fuller are, and then we'll put Sammy Watkins, like I predicted, on Surtain and expose him with the short to intermediate routes, like I was saying.
Yeah.
That they do.
Yeah.
Slant short to intermediate routes. So I said in the post game or pre-game.
Yeah, well, I'll have to show that in the video too. So a lot of work for idiots to listen to idiots who don't have no clue what they're talking about. Come on and just talk shit.
Oh, they're gonna do that. They're gonna do that in this. You know what? They probably won't because they know that we're gonna be right at it. We were right on this. We were on the money. That's something that me and you are always good at. We're right on the money when it comes to these bigger playoff competition type monsters. Every time we go up against these bigger competition teams, we shit our pants. Yeah, we get bitch slapped. We get bitch slapped.
Get bitch slapped. All right, we're gonna end this on bitch slap, and I'll go hit the film. I'm tired because it's really a late night right now.
No, I'm gonna go straight into the Steelers film. So,
all right, I got to get some sleep. I've been up probably longer than you though.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. I'll
Take-
see you.
All right. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.